Is Gilbert Blythe Anne's best choice in Anne of Avonlea, 1987? The answer is yes. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's just talk about Anne and Gilbert for a minute. I say best and not better because I do believe she has more than two choices here. She could marry Gilbert Blythe, her best man friend since childhood. She could marry Morgan Harris, a man she just met. She could marry her career, which, given everything she says, is likely the thing that I thought she was going to do. She ends up, of course, marrying Gilbert. We know that from the books, but this is a movie. They could easily, and in fact did, stray wildly from the books if they want to in a film. So you don't know what ending is going to come. She ends up choosing Gilbert, but not before rejecting him twice. So because Kevin Sullivan knew that we were not going to have Gilbert for most of this movie, oh my God, he front-loaded two proposals from Gilbert, and rejects the most perfect person for her. Now, we as audience members must be mature enough to accept Anne's stupid decisions. And so we do. Because if she doesn't, then we'll have a shorter movie, which frankly I probably would have liked because everybody would be happy, nobody would be tortured, Anne and Gilbert will live long life forever. The end. You know? It would just been a 20-minute pleasant movie of the two people who should be together the whole time, but aren't. Nobody gets tortured, and poor Morgan Harris. I mean, truly. What a guy. He's obviously the Ralph Bellamy of this whole situation, meaning he's never going to get the girl. It never dawned on me that he ever would. I didn't know why as a child. We were spending so much time with him because obviously he wasn't the one for her. See, we could have avoided the torture he's going through because he also proposes to Anne. That's the third proposal. She rejects him. Because that's just what she does at this point. And, we know he's not going to be the guy. We're Team Gilbert all the way, and so is the movie, except we don't see much of Gilbert. Except, oh my God, I love all the scenes with Gilbert in this film, but the scene where they're in the gazebo, they haven't seen each other for years, and now they're on their separate careers, and they meet at this gazebo in the mist and the fog and the rain is coming, and and they're like, oh, I didn't think you wanted to see me. Oh, I can't begin to express my happiness. Like, Christine and I are engaged. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Gil. Yeah, lies. The lies you tell. But honestly, though, I can't remember exactly, but I don't think she's been thinking about Gil that whole time until she sees him randomly walking through the park or wherever she is. And then when she sees him, and he says, yeah, I'm engaged to somebody else. And she's like, oh, so you're not just going to like wait around for me. She doesn't say, oh, you're not going to just wait around for me. But it kind of like dawns on her that he could move on. Like she said to move on. And so he does. And she's like, I didn't mean move on. I meant wait for me to make a change in my mind. Okay, maybe you should move on. And did you notice the bridge? The bridge, she's walking on a bridge when she's reading her letter and then bumps into Gilbert, and then they go to the gazebo. But I love all the bridges. Of course, he proposes to her on a bridge the first time, and then he proposes to her the third time he proposes, fourth time in the whole movie. So there are two proposals at the beginning, Gilbert, and then there are two proposals near the end, Morgan and then Gilbert. And Gilbert's first two and the first one and last one are on a bridge. Don't know why that happens that way, but I love the setting, the location. I love the Edwardian clothing. They look so practical. They still have the Gilbert is sick scene. Did you know Gilbert Blythe is dying? Yeah, so they still keep that scene in, but they have an epilogue to it because I've seen it in other places and I can't remember the book. I'm sure he's sick of the book too, but I can't remember. But in other films, they end with him sick and then, looking out he's not looking out the window, but the camera looks out the window. But in this one, he's sick in the room. He says he's broken off his engagement to Christine because it wouldn't be fair to her. I'm like, yes. But he's sick, so he could die. And so everybody's sad. And I brought you my book. I dedicated the inscription to Marilla, to Matthew, and to you. And it's just like, oh, I wrote my book because of you. And it's just so sweet. So then they have an epilogue where he's suddenly walking around while she's picking apples. And it's just the most lovely country vibe to it. I love everything about it. They have another bridge. Are there swans or ducks? There's some kind of fowl swimming around in the water beneath them. It's just, love it. Love this movie. And I love the couple. I just don't like that it takes so long for them to get back together because they spend so much time apart. I hate it. But yeah, I love the couple completely. Don't you? Of course you do. Bye.